Righto, late start, and this is what time is it? It's about 11:30. We're packed, ready to go for 3 nights. So swags, the whole works and jerks in there, fully loaded with ice, water, a whole heap of fishing rods and reels to cover off all bases down there. Because we'll end up, the weather's meant to go to rubbish on Saturday, Sunday, so we might be in the mangroves. Otherwise, call it early. Plan is to go to Jagged tonight, Northeast Saturday night, and Marble Overhang as well. We'll get there and go and have a look at the rock art and stuff. But otherwise, we'll get back to you later in the program, and we'll just do a bit more colouring in. So we're just leaving the wharf here. The Dunbar just come in with some more gear for another project of some sort, and a ship being loaded with more manganese. New electrics on, so it'd be good to have a crack with the 36 volt lithium battery, which is awesome. So this will be sweet. We'll get back to you when we get up to somewhere we're going to start catching a few fish. Otherwise, see you then. So we're pulled up in this location, and as you can see, there's fish marking up pretty solidly there. This is our first drop, and you got to crank really fast, Lock. Yep, like as fast as you can. There you go. You hook up. Yeah. You got one? You got him on. Yeah, sweet. So there we go. First, there you go. That's what we're using for as a lure, is just the jig head with no soft plastic at all.
I thought you were joking.
And that's on the first one. There you go. That's how we roll. So to make this effective, you've obviously got to have a fair few fish about to do it. And then once you let the jig sink down, like Paul's doing there, then it's a matter of just cranking up flat out, and as it aerates through the water, if there's bait, it simulates a bait fish down there, and then they'll just smash it. So there you go. That's the first one. We'll go back over and have another go. This is what we're rigged up with. Everyone ready to drop in? Drop in. So idea here is Groote Eylandt styles. There are some fish down there. Drop in and then crank up and catch fish just on a hook. We've got 20 metres here, so it's a fair way down. All following it up.
Yeah. Quick as a flash.
There aren't that many fish here, to be honest. And there's a few fish down there, don't get me wrong, but yeah, they're all the oceanic queens. That's the ones we saw there. There we go.
Who needs bait?
Oh.
I caught him in the ass.
That's two just on a hook. Bit bigger.
So what sort of fish are they?
That'll be, you're getting an oceanic queenie on there, but this, what Paul's hooked up to here is something a bit bigger.
I still got him.
Yeah, you still got him. And this is probably a trevally. And hopefully we can get him up and show you, because we are fishing with just a hook. Oh no! We're fishing with just a hook. And there we go. It's a good laugh. This is the rig we're using today. It's just a hook. And it's a matter of just dropping in. As you can see, there's a heap of fish. Hello. and they're locks on to the it's the special Groote Eylandt rig. It's just a hook. See what he brings up. Tighten up the drag. Got a bit going on with this one. Yep. Double hook up. Oh, trevally.
How is it?
Yeah. Where's the?
Coming in.
Where's me? Incoming. Bring him up, and then I've got the camera on so you can have people can have a look at that. You got one on, Paul? Oh, go, wind your line, that's a queenie. One. Yep, sweet. Go, you should be able to crank yours in. And whoa. There. What's all going on here, I reckon. Still good. Oh, shit. We need to just keep going like that, bring him up. Because I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll get a nice little photo there. I'll just get incoming. Yeah, so be careful there, I've got a shot that's fall up in there. Oh, what's that one? It's a queenie. So here we go. There's a trevally, and there's a queenie. Just caught on the special Groote Eylandt rig, which is just a hook. So 2 species. That's for a good mate, Simon McLean. He'll love to know that we've actually done that. So we'll just let him go. But there are a heap of fish packed up, as you can see on the bottom there. This is what you can do when you got fish packed up like that. As you can see, there is a fair bit going on down there. Double hook up on a queenie and a trevally, just on a hook. No, we haven't even put the soft plastics on that we've got sitting there. Haven't even had a go yet. We're just using a hook, Groote Eylandt styles. Good one. Whoa, we've got a solid connection going on here. Oh, and then nothing, and then nah, back on. It's either getting chased by, it's either a mackie or a big trevally, or it's being sharked.
Alright.
Oh, and then the old snippage. And what's happened here is we've lost, yep, just snipped off, probably shark or a mackerel. Bugger. Oh well, a few fish down there still. Still just up at Brady's Rock here, just catching just pelagics, and now nice trout. And we've caught a couple of other little trout while we've been here, and that is basically dinner sorted, because tonight we are having reef, trout and prawns. When we get to wherever we're going to camp for the night, otherwise we'll just keep having a bit of a go here before we move on to the next location up through the archipelago that way. So yeah, well, there's a heap of fish just packed up down here. It's a bit of fun. Yeah, you're right. Just doing a bit of tour guiding. Just enjoying a beer, cruising through the archipelago. Here's some of the cool, funky rock formations around Groote that just checking out as we go in between to the next destination. It's one of our favourites is this cave under here. Yeah, pretty cool spot. Just got to be careful driving in here because there are a whole heap of bommies all through in here. It's all worth flicking for trout and cod. Yeah, it's a cool spot. Good spot to go and get a couple of photos. It's rude to not get the tourists and show them into Rats Cove. Iconic location, never get sick of the place. But we unfortunately can't go to land. Lands are closed at the moment, so we'll just stay on the boat. Just drop the anchor for a moment and have something to eat, and then we'll keep going on the adventure around the corner out towards Jagged Way. But yes, Rats Cove, what a spot. So we've just left Rats Cove and we're just cruising around towards Jagged, but I thought I'd just point out, and I was just showing the guys, because we're in unsurveyed water, and up here we've got like that mark there to know not going any closer, but this one here would do a hell of a lot of damage to your boat if you're in the dark or didn't know where you were going. You can see this bommy right there in this channel between the mainland of Groote there and over to North Point Island. So really important to be on watch and get a good track and pay attention to where you're going and map out where you're traveling around this place, because yeah, very, very sketchy, as we've sort of gone over a few times, and I'll park until the cows come home, because it's no good crashing your boat out in these remote isolated areas to get home. So anyway, get back to it and keep travelling along. So we are on our adventure still here, slowly getting there. Pulled up at this cool little spot just here. I'm gonna get the drone and chuck it up. I came past here the other day and I saw a croc just sitting in the back here, and you can't actually get the boat in or anything. You'd have to walk over those rocks there to get in, but it's all mangrove lined in there. The water was a lot higher, so I'll chuck the drone up so we can have a bit of a better perspective of this funky little spot here. So we have deployed the trolling rods out. We've got a couple of lures on, and we're just gonna have a cruise around for the arvo, enjoy the scenery, and see what we can jag, and then we'll be heading in later for a reef and reef tonight. We've got coral trout and prawns, so a bit of a delicacy, and we'll have a really cool location to anchor tonight, and that'll wrap it up once we get in there. Let's see if we can't hook a fish. Well, the trolling did not work. Amazing. So it's a pack up from that, and we're just going to drop some jigs in, because as you can see on the sound, there's a bit going on down there. We'll just have a bit of a sniff. Looks like a heap of bait on top of that shoal. Have a bit of a jig here for a moment, and then if that's not too productive, it'll be in to get prepped up for reef and reef for dinner. Yeah, sometimes like if you don't get them on the troll, dropping the jig in. Mind you, this is not packed up with heaps of fish. Like, you know when we were at that other spot at Brady's Rock and there was just like heaps of fish? That's where, like, you know, there's a heap of fish here at the moment. Maybe in the morning, what like if something happens, or maybe they're just not here and we go out on Cody Bank or something and we'll find them. Anytime I need to see a fish, I just close my eyes and I let you go. Yeah, go a bit quicker when you bring it up like that. Yeah, don't be afraid, just sort of like that. You get a reaction like that and then you can hook up. And then off. You gotta get them excited. Yeah. You might struggle on that side, on that angle there, mate. If you want, you're more than welcome to jumping over here and. Definitely marking up a couple of fish down there. We're on. Wait. You got colour already? Oh yeah, man. Right, here we go, we're on here. So how you going, mate?
Yeah, good as gold. She's good.
Oh, Queenie. So there you go, we've trolled around and we haven't caught a thing, and we've dropped the jigs in, and on our first little drift across, we've got this guy. Here we go.
Alright, she's coming in.
It's the old skinny fish, queen fish. They got a good spike on them right under from their belly that you want to stay well clear of. Get the old lip grips there. There we go, he's out. He's loving it.
Try it.
There you go, and you got him. Sweet. I'll grab the rod off you there.
No worries.
And just grab him by the tail. It's fine. Tail's cool. Nothing that won't hurt you there. There's the queenie. These little spikes here on their belly. Get a close up there. They hurt like nobody's business.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, cool little queenie.
Man, that hit that lure hard. Real hard.
Let's see if someone else can catch one.
We keeping
Good
him?
work. Nah, chuck him back, mate. He's all good. We don't need him. Off and on, there we go. So you got to crank it a bit when you bring it up to get them going. This will be a queenie, you'll jump probably. And off, sweet, thank you. And then that's the soft plastic done for me. So, terrible location as you can see, and tonight's menu is trout and prawns. So we're going to have reef and reef, a couple of beers, and just pulling up in an awesome little location like this. We'll just peel the prawns, sort the trouter out, and then we're going to actually move and we're going to go and camp around the other side in another little bay, and then we'll just dump all this, the waste way out there. But we thought we'd just come in here while that sun's setting and enjoy this sort of landscape. It's a pretty spectacular location that we're at tonight, so enjoying it. And a few beers as well. Righto, so you can see we have been here before. It is one of my favourite locations. And we're just pulling up, and this is where we're going to anchor for the night. You get a good breeze through this spot, so we'll be chuck the drone up in a sec while we've got the magic hour going on, and reef and reef for dinner, a bit of trouter and some prawns, and just enjoy the rock formations of this spectacular location. Enjoy. Righto, here we are. So people have I think people think people go fishing and just get on the beers and just eat unhealthy. That is evidence of athletes of the sea here eating healthy. We've got asparagus, we've got garlic butter going in here, and then we're going to chuck in it's where we put the prawns in, right? So all the prawns, and not that little bit of coral trout that needs to quickly get flicked out. So chuck all the prawns in. Someone's not looking at what they're doing, obviously. So local prawns, thanks to Stewie, old Stewie Carter. A bit of a gun on the old prawns. So garlic, heaps of garlic, butter, then make sure we got all the prawns out of the bag here, because what we've done is we've got a whole heap of coral trout here. Right, so we can snack on the asparagus while we have the prawns cooking. In the bag here is a little bit of trout, and we'll just dust that with a little bit of flour. Not heaps, just a little bit like that. Then the other thing is, so that sort of goes in like yay. Then I'll just chuck in a little bit of red pepper. Love the red pepper, it gets a lot of run time on this boat. Chuck a bit of dash, gives it a bit of bite. So that gets dusted there. While that's happening, we then need a little bit of cream on, because we're going to do, just sort of extends out the garlic taste and flavour throughout. Just a little bit like that. Alright, because that'll thicken up a little bit. As when we leave that sit, it gives good flavour and a bit of sauce, so that when we chuck it in a wrap later, after we just sort of mung on a few asparagus, oh, which are beautiful. Perfect. Oh, this is all just done at the comfort of sitting in the chair. Yeah. That's pretty well right. So we can basically take the asparagus, roll that onto one said plate here. Then this is all just the efficiency that we roll with on this vessel. So while we mung out on that, then we change out pans. Next pan goes on while it's still hot. Prawns go down there. Mung on that. A little bit of butter.
Butter's nice.
Yep. So that gets nice and hot. And because coral trout, like most fish, doesn't take much. And this will be cooked and good to go. This has all been... Oh, this is going to go down a treat. Good work on the trout fishing today, 2 people. Just a nice easy day here we've had. Just doing a bit of sightseeing day 1. Now we've got another frying pan on the boat, and what we can do here is actually use it like a lid over the top of the fish. Holds the heat in, because it is a bit breezy. You can't really tell, we're tucked in a little bay. It is a little bit breezy. We probably need to pound more butter in that too. Just quietly, just saying, because you can never have enough butter. You can't have enough fish. It's amazing how much fish you can yield off those. I mean, a couple of little trouters, eh? And there's still more. Jeez. Right, so that's perfect, really, like, honestly. While that's all going on. Very good. Yeah, that'll do. That works. Bit of asparagus. Yeah, not bad. And then we've got these are prepped up, ready to go. Kewpie, prawns are there. Once the fish is cooked, we'll get back to you and we'll see how this loads up. And just enjoy a frothy. Well, here we go. Here's a little bit of coral trouta done. We'll just have a bit of a nib there. Oh, geez. Prawns. Garlic prawns and just a bit of cream, just for a bit of sauce. You can see there, after with that little bit on, just get that bit, because you don't want it too runny in the wrap, you know what I mean? So, and a bit of lettuce. Wrap it up.
There's a rogue one in here. I'm going to
Oh.
Rogue prawn.
Rogue prawn.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Oh well, that's going to be us. Enjoy. And as you can imagine, I don't think you need to explain how well that's going to taste. But that's basically it's a reef, coral trout and prawns tonight. Tomorrow night, which will be another adventure altogether, should hopefully, we're going to aim for red emperor again with some prawns. We've got a few more on board. We'll get back to you then. Otherwise, we'll just sit back and enjoy. Got a beautiful moon too tonight. So we'll just enjoy this and we'll catch you later.